Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about spiritual power, spiritual development, spiritual evolution. And the topic for this video is, do I need a spiritual master or not? And this is a question that I get frequently. It was posted again or sent to me as an email. And I thought, well, this is a very good topic to make a video on, so here we go. The question, of course, when you start evolving along the spiritual path, you know that there are lots of movements out there, lots of traditions, lots of masters, gurus, who are happy to teach you what they have discovered and in a way, send you positive vibes, teach you techniques, meditation, and allow you to enter into their guru field or master field so that you can learn and progress much faster. So the question is, do you need that, or can you go and function by yourself, simply, following your own inspiration and eventually progress along the spiritual path with the same type of success? Well, obviously, the two options are open. So, in my opinion, both directions can work. Both directions have pitfalls, right? With masters or without masters, you can have lots of success. You can have lots of joys, pleasure, or even feel sometimes totally miserable, whether you function with one or the other. So when we talk about master, guru, or source of inspiration, we have to expand a little bit the vision of what this means beyond really a personified person who is going to be standing in front of you. Very often your source of inspiration, your master or your guru, is going to be something which is much more abstract than what people are used to. For instance, if you check the story of Ramana Maharshi, who was a guru, a master in India. I mean, for him, his guru, his source of inspiration was a mountain, the mountain where he spent most of his life. It's called Arunachala, and for him, this source of inspiration, this guru, was a mountain. This is where he drew his inspiration from, and he got enlightened. He inspired millions of people on this planet, and yes, he did it in a way without a physical master teaching him some methods or techniques. If you check, for instance, Krishnamurti, who was another teacher, another master in, coming from India, who originated with the Theosophical Society, well, he himself said very frequently, you don't need a master, you don't need a guru, you are your own master, you are your own source of inspiration, and it's within you that you have to find the answers. If you go back to my site, I mention that as well frequently. I say, you are the master of your life. You are the designer of your existence. Now, I think that both directions work. Really, you can join an organization, join a system, join a teaching, and receive direct techniques from a master, a guru, if this is something you feel comfortable with, you feel that it matches your needs, or you can go and follow your own directions with tuning into an inner source of inspiration. Now, this source of inspiration, again, it can be a mountain, it can be just nature in general. It can be a lake, a place, a very special place in nature where you go back to regenerate, right? It can be that. It can be all these things. It doesn't have to be a physical, incarnated guru or master. On top of that, you have lots of sources of inspirations you can tune into right now, which are really the reflections of master presences on this planet, who sometimes are incarnated, but you tune into their auric field, into their guru field, not by seeing them, but because you pick up a certain vibration and a certain source of inspiration. And sometimes, these masters can also be disincarnated. It means that you're not going to actually meet somebody physically. You might not even know that person's name or this being's name, and you simply will feel a certain source of inspiration which will be guiding you for your life or for a certain period of time. So there are all these possibilities, and I know that when you start along the spiritual path, it might be a bit confusing, to have all these options open. So the concept or the idea also that you can remember is that there are, in the sense of spiritual development, there are what we can call inner schools, inner teachings, and these teachings sometimes are not in the form of a book, something that you can read, or a video that you can watch online, or something which is really concrete, solid in that sense. It's more going to be a source of inspiration, internal kind of feeling that you get And you are going to start following or tuning into that source of inspiration from, you know, an internal feeling of touch. Really, you feel your path, your path of evolution, and very often it's going to be with, you know, with a certain technique that you discover by yourself. For instance, you hear about maybe sometimes a third eye meditation technique. You start practicing that, and then you start tuning into that and developing and making it your own until you develop, you know, all the way to having wonderful realizations. Maybe sometimes it's going to be with a certain technique that you use. For instance, it's going to be a dynamic technique, a dynamic breathing technique, or it's going to be you know, all sorts of things along that line. So there is a vast area of possibilities. So if you don't know what to do, get in touch to my site, go to my site, vitalcoaching.com, and you can sign up for coaching or get in touch and I'll help you with that. Okay? Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.